You'll want to know when people are accessing your course, when they access it, and what they do when they access it. There are a couple of ways that you can do this. One is the people block, and the other is the course reports block. The people block will show you who the participants on your course are and when they last accessed the course. The course reports block will give you more information. It will give you the course logs, so it will show you who's logged in, when they logged in, and from where they logged in. The activity report will tell you how many views there are of any particular content. Participation presents a different view of who's accessing things and what they're accessing. And finally, completion. This will show you which users have completed which activities. You can use an online attendance activity to record how long your students spend online on your course. This gives you an overview of the time that each student is spending, and also your students can view this themselves. If you want to know when your students have completed activities and tasks that you've set them, you can use the activity completion settings. Depending on the activity, you will set different criteria. So in this example, this is a discussion forum and the student must post at least one discussion or reply before the activity is automatically marked as complete. You can choose to restrict access to activities based on other activities being completed. In this example, the student won't be able to claim their certificate until they've achieved a required score in a prior quiz. This activity could also be hidden completely. You may wish to allow your students to record their own progress, in which case you can set the completion tracking to allow students to manually mark activities when they've completed them. Your students will want to know how they're progressing and which activities they've done and how many they still have to do. One tool that you can use to do this is to use the course completion status block. You can choose which activities you want to report on. The student can then see whether they've completed an activity and the date on which it was completed. Recording activities in this way also means that you can see the progress being made by all of your students. Tracking and monitoring is important because you need to know a number of things. Are students logging on regularly? What are students accessing? What have students completed? When did students complete? What else do students need to do to complete? And are students on track to succeed? Finally, motivation and engagement are really important, especially in an online environment. Moodle has a tool that allows you to create and award certificates, or you can use badges, and of course students can see the progress they're making if you use the course completion status settings along with the block.